Hey, what's going on? I'm Quis here at Sports Vibes TV, and in this video, we're going to be reviewing a spreadsheet. Now, I put this spreadsheet together to kind of grab everybody's stats during this 9-game winning streak and just try to see if I can see any, trends or anything like that from these guys' levels of play. So let's jump right into the spreadsheet. As you can see, the first player is, of course, going to be Julius Randle, who's been performing to an MVP level. And in this spreadsheet, I've got all 9 games: Memphis, Raptors, Lakers, New Orleans twice, Mavericks, Hornets, Hawks, Raptors. And I've also got points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, turnovers, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and also plus minus. So when you look at Julius Randle, also these green boxes, I compared their averages during this streak to their career averages. So green boxes means that a player is outperforming their career average in that specific statistic. So right now we're looking at Julius Randle. Julius Randle has been averaging 30.1 points during this 9-game stretch. That's up from his career average. Rebounds, he's averaging 9.1. Assists, he's averaging 6.2. If I'm not mistaken, Julius Randle's career points per game is 23.4. And assists it's 3, right around 3 for Julius Randle. So he's outperforming both those metrics during this streak. Steals are also up for Julius Randle. He's averaging 1.3. Of course, Tibbs and his staff, they're preaching defense. So you're going to see for some of these players, the defensive numbers are actually up. Now, when we're looking at 3-point percentage and field goal percentage, he's averaging 46% from the field and 45% from 3. He's been phenomenal. As you can see, he's had some off nights, but for the most part, he's been shooting lights out. 59% against Toronto, 52% against Atlanta, 57% against the Lakers. And what I think is very encouraging is, he's had about 4 bad shooting nights, roughly. And the Knicks have still won those games. So even when Julius Randle is having bad shooting performances, he's still being picked up by those around him on the team. And I think that's phenomenal to see. And also with his plus minus, right now his plus minus is 3rd highest on the team during this stretch with a plus minus of 66. And you might be surprised when you see who the top 2 in plus minus are. So let's move on to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett, during this 9-game stretch, he's been averaging 17.7 points, 4.9 rebounds, 2.7 assists. He's only averaging 1.9 turnovers, so he's got that down from his career averages. I think his career average is like 2.5 or somewhere in the 2s. Field goal percentage, he's got that up over his career average to 43%. And look at his 3-point percentage, 42%. And I think this is what's really getting a lot of fans excited, because if RJ Barrett is going to continue to be a sharpshooter like he's been during this stretch of games, then the sky's the limit for his career trajectory, honestly. And that's exciting. That's really exciting to see. Field goal percentage 43%. Plus minus, he was plus 50. He is plus 51 during this stretch. Let's hope he can increase that and we can get a win tonight. Let's see who else we have. Derrick Rose is next. Derrick Rose has been a godsend. Phenomenal acquisition by the Knicks. If we look at his stats, he's averaging 16.6 points per game during this stretch, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And look, his defensive numbers are outperforming what he's done in his career per game. Averaging 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover. Well, turnovers are down. So he's averaging more than 1 turnovers for his career. So once again, up steals, up blocks, turnovers are down. Field goal percentage, he's shooting 54% from the field. I mean, his 3-point percentage isn't that great, but it seems like when you're watching, he's knocking them down when we really need them. So if he's going to continue to do that, I'm not going to complain about the 29%. And his plus minus is 77. He's 2nd on this team in plus minus during this stretch of play. And now let's go to Immanuel Quickley. Jump over to Quick. As you can see, his numbers have somewhat tapered off from the beginning of the season, but that's understandable. He's still learning out there. But in recent games, he's been doing his thing. Like as you can see, Charlotte and Atlanta, he both hit double figures. Same thing with Memphis. So for this stretch, he's been averaging 9.9 points, 1.7 rebounds, 1.3 assists. His turnovers are down from his career averages, which is going to incorporate the first half of the season. He's only averaging 0.2 turnovers, so that's phenomenal. Field goal and 3-point percentages are both up. He's shooting 44% from the field, and he's also shooting 50% from three. And Immanuel Quickley is leading this team in plus minus. So even though he's not putting up gaudy numbers or anything like that, he's still contributing to winning out there. He's 97 plus minus in the 9 games we played. That's over. If you want to average that, even though you don't really average plus minus, he's like plus 10 almost for every single game. Now, Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock has been on fire. You see all the green for Reggie? Reggie's been balling during this stretch. You know, the fact that all these numbers are green kind of tells me that this is probably not sustainable for him in the long run. He's probably the player I would look to see some sort of regression, because he's beaten his career averages in almost every single statistic during this stretch. If you look at Reggie, he's averaging 13.6 points, 3.2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He's shooting 49% from the field, 43% from three-pointers. And like I said, all of these are better than his career average. And his plus minus during that stretch is 12. So, you know, he's balling. Plus minus isn't as high as I would like, but, you know, we're on a 9-game winning streak, and he's definitely contributed to winning. He's helped get us to some of those quick starts. You know, every game I'm watching, I feel like Reggie Bullock's good for 1 or 2 threes in that first quarter. You know, he tapers off as the game goes on, but, you know, he's still getting us off to a quick start. And then Nerlens Noel. Nerlens Noel has been a beast for us in the paint, replacing Mitchell Robinson. And you can see some of it, or a lot of it, in these defensive numbers. Points, he's averaging 6.6. Rebounds, he's averaging 9.1. Assists, you know, you're not really looking for Nerlens Noel to get too many assists. As long as he's getting more assists than turnovers, I can live with it. But he's averaging 1.25 assists, 1.1 steals per game, 3 blocks per game. That's crazy to average 3 blocks per game. Turnovers, 0.5. Those numbers are down as well for his career, compared to his career averages. And then when you look at his field goal percentage, he's averaging 69% from the field. And, you know, not too far off from where Mitchell Robinson was last season when he set the record. And his plus minus has been plus 45. So, you know, these are 6 of the major contributors during this stretch. If you guys would like me to add any more players, I could. You know, I could have included Elfrid Payton. You know, I really didn't want to include Elfrid Payton, because you put everybody's up and you see all these positives. You put Elfrid Payton up and he's been minus 10 during his win streak. So, I mean, I didn't want to bring too much of attention to it. But if you want me to add anybody to this sheet and just see what they've been doing over this win streak, let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching the video. If you're not subscribed, please do that now and smash that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. So once again, I'm Quis, host of Sports Vibes TV, and I'm out.